Welcome to Amherst, Massachusetts, where today on this gorgeous Father's Day afternoon, we are going to crown a new queen in the Massachusetts softball castle. Today, Tyngsborough Tigers, Joseph Case Cardinals, for all that is good. Hi again, everybody. Brady Kudo along with Tyler Clark, and welcome to the zoo. 1 versus 2. Case versus Tyngsborough. Case, this is nothing new to them, but it's also nothing new to Tyngsborough. These two teams led by stud pitchers, Lila Alvarez, Kylie Hogan. Let's start with Lila.
It's not a coincidence to see Case here with the pitching that we've seen from Lila Alvarez this year. Brady, I truly cannot believe how good she has been for Case this year as a freshman pitcher. Truly, I'm blown away every game. We see her with this poise, with this control that you would never expect out of, such a young freshman pitcher. I mean, to shut out the 4 seed in the state semifinals to get them to this point just says everything you need to know about her. This Case team, this whole year, has continued to defy my expectations. I said this from the start. The opening game we did this year, I said I think they're going to be good. I don't expect them to run it back in the state championship, and here we are. Beautiful Sunday afternoon in Amherst, Massachusetts.
Kylie Hogan, meanwhile, for Tyngsborough, she has led this unit all year. She'll hit third. It's the underclassmen as well for Tyngsborough.
It is. Both teams are really led by their underclassmen. We're going to just pause for a quick moment as we have the opening ceremony going on. We'll be back in a few minutes here at Swansea Community Network.
Let's turn around and face your fans. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Sortillo Field on the campus of the University of Massachusetts at Amherst. And before we begin today's very important festivities, girls, look up. Find your dad, blow him a kiss, let him know you love him. Perfect. Happy Father's Day, dads. Thanks for all your support. Welcome to today's state championship doubleheader. Our first game, as you know, is Division 4 state championship featuring the visitors, the number 2 seed Tyngsborough Tigers, and the number 1 seed, the Joseph Case Cardinals, a designated home team. Participating student athletes, coaches, announcers, and contest officials have worked diligently to prepare for today's competition. Please show your appreciation by demonstrating good sportsmanship and respect for all in attendance. Ensure that your behaviors reflect the values that should be identified with these student athletes. Assume responsibility for your behavior and the behavior of those around you. If you require assistance, please call upon an MIAA school or security official. Any verbal, written, or physical conduct related to race, gender, ethnicity, disability, sexual orientation, or religion shall not be tolerated, could subject the violator to ejection, and may result in penalties being assessed against your team. Our great nation has persevered through the leadership and sacrifices of men and women who have served or are currently serving in our armed forces. We invite both veterans and current military personnel to stand. We thank you for your service to our country. Now, let's meet today's participants. First, for the visiting Tigers, the reserves, number 11, Caitlin McAndrew, number 10, Kate Connery, and number 27, Haley McMahon. Here are your starters for the Tyngsborough Tigers. Leading off in center field, number 5, Carly Demento. The designated player for the Tigers is number 18, Sydney Haslam. In the circle for the Tigers, number 15, Kylie Hogan. Playing third base, number 22, Carly Smith. At second base, number 4, Maddie Michael. In left field, number 2, Kaylee Cashman. At first base, number 13, Jill Paré. Catching for the Tigers, number 20, Julia Simmons. At shortstop, number 6, Katie O'Keefe. And in right field for the Tigers, number 12, Kaylin Demento. The Tigers are coached by April Aringas-Leonard and Tony Aringas. And now for the designated home team, the Joseph Case Cardinals. The reserves. Number 4, Caitlin Shea. Number 9, Olivia Williams. Number 10, Michaela Garcia. Number 17, Kaylin Duran. Number 21, Gianna Lamoureux. Number 22, Sydney Furtado. Number 30, Brooke Perrone. Number 39, Madeline Duquette. And number 40, Kylie Cabral. Number 99, Izzy Janicki. That was very good. Here are your starters for the Cardinals. Leading off in center field, number 11, Megan Smith. At third base, number 15, Nicole Rebello. Catching for the Cardinals, number 14, Brianna Font. At second base, number 2, Sky Dupre. In left field, number 13, Megan Pereira. At first base, number 23, Ella Preston. The shortstop, number 24, Lily Picard. In right field, number 88, Madeline Botello. And in the circle for the Cardinals, number 7, Lila Alvarez. Umpires for today's game are Steven Zatella, Dan McNeil, and Andrea Lucy Allen. And now would you all please rise if you are able for the playing of our national anthem. That wasn't even hard. A reminder that today is a doubleheader. Our second game today features the number 21 seed King Philip Warriors against the number 3 Taunton Tigers. We invite you all to stay around a little bit for more good softball.
Case and Tyngsborough just about set to get going. Let's give you the starting lineup. For the Tigers, Carly Demento will play center field and lead things off. Sydney Haslam's the DP. Kylie Hogan, Carly Smith will look to clean things up. Kylie's in the circle. Smith is at third. Maddie Michael plays second and bats fifth with Kylie Cashman, Jill Perry following, Julia Simmons, Katie O'Keefe rounding out the order. Third and first for the Cardinals, Nicole Rebello, the junior, is back there, as is Lily Picard, playing her final game in a Cardinal uniform. Sky Dupree, the second baseman, with Ella Preston getting the nod at first, left to right. Meg Pereira. Megan Smith also playing her final game in a Cardinal shirt. Maddie Botello gets the start at right, and the very dangerous and very talented Brianna Fonts does the catching for the Cardinals. On the mound is Lila Alvarez, the phenomenal freshman, 19-1, a sub-2 ERA. All she does is strike people out and blow spectators and media members alike away.
I don't know how she keeps doing it, Brady. It's just the poise that she has consistently. She doesn't throw hard. She doesn't need to throw hard. There's just an incredible amount of movement in all of her pitches. She does something that consistently just keeps the hitters on the opposing teams off balance, and she just rises to the occasion, too. The pressure of the last game, the Final Four against AMSA, she kept all of her composure. She throws a complete game. She allowed, which I'm trying to look, she only allowed 2 hits the whole game, shut out the number 4 team in the state, which as we went through that lineup before the game, we had a lot of hitters on that team that were hitting almost 500 for the year, and only allowed 2 hits, both singles. AMSA only got a runner to third base a single time in that game. That's just the stuff that Alvarez had. But they have not faced a team like Tyngsborough yet. This is a deep, powerful team. We have the 1 seed versus the 2 seed as the tournament intended from the start.
Cardinals are 22-1.
And Tyngsborough's 21-2.
22-2.
22, so they had the extra game.
Yeah, the Cardinals did lose a game after the regular season finale against Bishop Stang, of course, was not made up. 3 combined losses between these 2 teams. This is going to be a lot of fun.
This is, Brady, this is what we've been going for all year. This is the highest stakes game you and I have ever called. Let's do this.
Carly Demento will start the party at the zoo.
State championship softball.
Here we go.
Here we go.
75 degrees. Absolutely beautiful. And Demento gets us started with a pop foul back behind the press box.
Gotta mention this too, Brady.
Yeah.
He's been spending the season, out in left field. We are almost right behind home plate here. We are steps from the press box. What a view.
Right down the pipe for strike 2. Demento down 2 strikes early.
Just as a quick FYI to people at home, we do not have a cameraman for this game. We do have this camera set up. So
I am the camera. I'm going to dabble in a little bit of everything today.
Brady's going to tilt it if it goes down the left field line at all the best he can.
0-2 to Demento is a called strike 3. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, 1 out, and Sydney Haslam will get her first crack at Alvarez.
Yeah, well, even Demento walked away just looking like, what did I just see? That's just the movement that Alvarez has out there.
Haslam will gaze at strike 1.
Wonderful ceremony we had before the game. Mentioned the fathers out there. They commented on every player on the team, posed for some pictures. Great fun for everyone. Full stands, too.
Just about.
All around us.
It's all fun and games.
Majority of the stands are actually up above where we are. We're kind of down below on field level here.
It's all fun and games until Blue says play ball.
Now we're on.
Then there are no friends. There are only enemies. Haslam fouls one off the protective netting and almost hit Fonts in the dome.
Almost. Fonts had no idea that was coming down. That's why you wear the helmet.
So then you want to keep your eye on, with pass balls. When it skips, if it skips up high enough into the netting, we have padding right in front of us. It's not like the typical cage that the Cardinals are used to.
Oh, no.
1-2 to Haslam.
Got her.
Is a called strike 3.
Back-to-back strikeouts looking to start it.
Now batting for Tyngsborough, the pitcher, number 15, Kylie Hogan.
This kid,
it's just
Kylie Hogan.
Hogan's their best player.
This kid is a stud.
Oh, she's
Division I interest is there.
Look at the cheers from the crowd for her at bat right now.
She's not fazed by the spotlight, is Kylie Hogan.
Certainly not. Number 3 hitter and pitching.
1-0 to Hogan. Lifted. Preston letting Dupree and then Botello grab it.
Excellent communication there from the Cardinals. Calling it off.
Top of the order, do it for the Cardinals.
Tyngsborough coach out there already having a conversation with the umpire about something. Not. Okay,
They're just friendly.
it's cordial, okay. I'm not sure how you could have argued with those called third strikes. They were both right down the middle. I mean, it was.
Meg Smith will lead things off. Nicole Rebello follows her. Brianna Font, Sky Dupree will look to fetch the Ducks on the pond. Meg Pereira slides up to 5th. Ella Preston drops to 6th. With Lily Picard, Maddie Botello, and Lila Alvarez rounding out the order. 3rd to 1st. For the Tigers, it's Carly Smith, O'Keefe, Maddie Michael, and Jill Perry. Left to right, Kaylee Cashman, Carly Demento, Kate Demento.
Kate, the right fielder's not batting. It's Kate Demento.
Yes.
You're right. Yes.
Julia Simmons doing the catching for Kylie Hogan. She's been one of the best pitchers in the Bay State all year.
This case, order, lethal from top to bottom. However, Brady, in that game against Advanced Math and Science Academy, the top of the order held hitless.
Yeah.
The first 5 hitters, none of them got a hit. The only one that reached base, actually, was Bree Fonts on an error. It was number 6 hitter Meg Pereira and Alvarez that carried the hitting, and as well as Lily Picard. So the bottom of the order was coming through, but a unusually quiet game for the top of this case order last time.
Megan Smith. You know, we talk about how she doesn't like to see a lot of pitches.
No. Megan Smith, your quintessential leadoff hitter. Fast, lefty, lots of contact. What a reaction from the case side with the noise here.
It's a big spot here. Hogan's first offering zips in high.
It's like Tyngsborough is already looking for bunt here. Infield playing in.
Popped up near the Cardinal dugout and off the roof. So when you look at the talent that, yes, foul balls are not souvenirs.
No.
That's a great announcement.
Ball has to come back in.
Yes. You know, you talk about Tyngsborough, is this the best team they've played all year? Yes.
The record would indicate that,
The record would indicate that. Is this the best team the Cardinals have played all year? Yes. Is this the best pitcher the Cardinals have faced all year? We're about to find out.
Wow, can't say that till you've seen her pitching a bit. But when we say
the
about
outside corner.
best teams that Case has played, the DR Falcons in D3 just won the state championship yesterday.
On a
and
walk-off double.
And Case beat them twice this year. So you really, no idea. No, foul. That's a foul.
Yeah,
tip.
that was foul tipped. I think Smith was at first. Regardless. Is Alvarez going to be the best pitcher Tyngsborough faces all year? We don't know.
We don't know.
Very well might be. Same can be said for Hogan. Chopped.
Base hit.
Curveball, and that's through. Curve, change, drop, whatever you want to call it. Meg Smith got ahead of it, and she reaches.
If Tyngsborough was playing back, that probably would have been a routine ground ball.
Correct.
But they were playing in with the speed that Smith has, and that managed to squeak through.
That's the risk you take when you play in like that, and Rebella will get her first crack at
it's
it.
a risk-reward situation. As
Rebella
I predicted,
squares, and Smith able to scurry back.
Tried to get that down, but could not.
I don't think a bunt sign is going to be given to Fonts here.
I would be absolutely stunned if Fonts drops a bunt down here.
Swung on and missed. That got by Simmons, and Smith will swipe second.
Fonz could put that over that 220 sign in center field.
This is exactly what Fonz wants.
Any given swing.
A duck on the pond. Hogan throws gas. Although got her with the changeup. Hogan's got, I think, honestly, one of the best changeups probably in the state.
That was filthy. That was
definitely caught Fonz off guard. Now you got to go back gas here.
I'm saying gas here. Blow her away. There it is.
Able to fight it off.
High gas. This game was originally scheduled to be played Friday at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
It was moved to today due to a conflict of other games going on yesterday.
And the weather as well. Fonz down 0-2.
Got her.
Got on and missed.
That does not happen very often to Bree Fonz.
Now batting for the Cardinals, playing second base.
This is the first time I've seen her strike out all year, to be honest.
It honestly might be. It doesn't happen often, but Fonz is, going to talk about what she saw. As, Tyngsborough has, what are you seeing from Alvarez? How do you beat her? Dupree pulled her head out.
I think Hogan definitely has more of the speed factor than Alvarez does. She throws hard. I mean, we are right here to see it. She is bringing gas in this game.
Dupree down 0-2.
And she throws risers as well. It just kind of rises there.
That's such a, it's one of the first pitches you learn in this sport, but it's so hard to master. 0-2 is swung on and missed.
Brady,
Kylie Hogan.
All you need to know about Kylie Hogan is she just struck out Bree Fonz and Sky Dupree back to back. So 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for Case. That first inning is an indication we're going to be in for a great game here.
0-0 at the end of 1.
We're going to try something a little unique here at Swansea Community Network today. It being the last game, as we're jamming out to Walking on Sunshine here. I'm going to try my hand at play-by-play here in the second inning. See how far we make it with this.
We're going to go odds and evens.
Odds and evens, unless we decide to go back to how it usually is.
And then if we reach extras, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah, we'll see. Due up for the Tigers, we have Carly Smith, Maddie Michael, and Kaylee Cashman. That is 4, 5, 6. A little rundown on the Tyngsborough Tigers. They come into this game as the 2 seed. They won their opening round game 14-1 over 31-seeded Bellingham. They knocked off 18-seeded Millbury 10-1. Then they won 4-1 over 10-seeded South Hadley in the Sweet 16. In the Elite 8 before heading off to Worcester State on Wednesday, beating 3-seeded Pittsfield 8-4. Brady and I were actually in the middle of the broadcast for Case and Amza when that game went final.
Yeah.
So we knew who the opponent would be before the end of it. Alvarez out for her second inning of work. 2 strikeouts and a flyout. 22, 4-hitter. Carly Smith, third baseman, up at the plate for the Tigers. See 2 long pieces of blue hair coming out of the back of her helmet. Excellent start to this game. Scoreless first for both teams. Alvarez ready to rise to the occasion. Second inning of work. Here we go from UMASS Amherst. Alvarez's first pitch of the inning. Cut on and missed by Smith. Starting her with some off speed there on the first pitch.
Get Smith off balance early.
This is the 0-1 pitch from Alvarez. That's in there for a strike as well. Alvarez showing total control so far. I believe she only threw 1 ball in the first inning.
Just painting the corners, something she does so well. She's done it well, not even just this season, her whole life.
And got her. Smith down on strikes. Alvarez already has 3 Ks.
Now batting, playing second base, number 4, Maddie Michael.
Maddie Michael up, second baseman for the Tigers. Number 4, who plays position number 4 as well for Tyngsborough. That's going to be a little low there from Alvarez.
Again, we've seen this all year. I mean, when she had first started, it was, what she would miss, right? She would really miss low, whatever. But now she's really finding herself. She's not allowing a lot of pitches to get away from her. If she misses, she's missing by centimeters.
The transformation that we saw her go on this year has been truly just amazing, as I keep saying. She's ahead of yet another hitter here.
1-2 to Michael. Michael, one of the captains of this Tigers team.
Facing a 1-2 pitch here from Alvarez. Here it comes, and got her as well.
When, riser, fastball, get with the changeup there. How do you consistently keep your hitters off balance? It's simple. You allow yourself to build up a reputation of having a cluster of pitches that you throw at any point.
Ball's on the ground to third, on to first, and that's the inning. Case makes it look easy again. Pittsfield puts the ball in play. Nicole Rebello was right there, though. On to the bottom of the second we go. New up for Case, Meg Pereira, Ella Preston, Lily Picard. Brady, a slight lineup change to comment on, but Meg Pereira sliding up to the 5th position in this game due to her recent successes at the plate.
5 hits in the last 2 games is going to reward you with moving up to the 5th spot. We'll see if she can keep that trend going.
The rest of the Case lineup mostly unchanged. In the last game over against AMSA, just a flip of Ella Preston and Meg Pereira.
Both girls have been making solid contact, just Preston unfortunately getting a little bit unlucky.
See if that lineup change pays off for Case as we're just about ready to go here. Quick breakdown of Case's postseason experience so far. They've only allowed 3 runs in the entire tournament.
Which is just not fair.
All of them to Hampshire Regional. Opening round victory over West Bridgewater 22-0, followed by a 13-0 victory over Northbridge. Conquering of Hampshire Regional, they're a foe in this same game last year, 11-3, after trailing 3-2 for the majority of the game. And then a victory over the AMSA Eagles last time around. The opening pitch of the inning for Hogan is fouled behind by Meg Pereira, and she's quickly behind 0-1. Pereira, deep breath, facing Hogan. Off speed there's going to be a little high. Even Hogan's poise and delivery just seems intimidating out there.
The drop-off didn't necessarily drop as much as I think she wanted it to.
No, that's a little dangerous, too, to leave it up that high. Pereira holding off again. Case realizing that a lot of these pitches missing high, so being patient up there. Now ahead in the count after starting 0-1 is Pereira. 2-1 pitch coming up. And weak pop-up, and that's going to drop foul.
It's a ball Simmons has to lay out for. I know it's tough wearing all that padding, but
it was just out of reach of her glove there.
You can't give anyone, and this goes for both sides, you can't give anyone extra pitches, extra outs. Meg Pereira can put it over a fence. We've seen it multiple times this year.
Here, line drive to first, but nice play over there.
It's Perry.
Perry didn't have to move very far for that. I think Pereira just got it off the end of the bat just a little bit.
Playing first base, number 23, Ella Preston.
Ella Preston spent most of the year in and out of the lineup, really became firmly set in that lately. She looks at strike 1. Hogan is looking as we expected her to look going into this game. That pitch went very high. Hogan is definitely the fastest pitcher
Yes.
I've seen this year.
I mean, we talked about, who's the best pitcher they face. It was McLeod. I don't think so anymore.
No, this is.
But that riser is missing high.
That riser continues to miss once again. Case started off 0-1. It's up to 2-1 now on Ella Preston. She sets in, and that's in for a strike inside corner.
I don't think Preston was expecting
Fastball there
in
that location. 2-2 coming up now to Ella. And fouled behind, got some contact on that.
Kyle's going to get back in the box more. If you're going to hit it, you want to hit a fastball. I'm expecting another riser here. Try to get Ella to chase high.
Let's see if your prediction is correct. Here's the 2-2.
No.
And off speed, actually. Preston was ready for it, fouled it off. Not only is it just off speed, there's a significant difference in speed and everything from Hogan there. And that's going to be a no man's land. Preston is going to beat that out for an infield single. She barely made contact with that, but hit it into the void there. Essentially a swinging bunt. And Preston beats it out for an infield single. Now Lily Picard, senior for Case. Her first at bat. High fly ball to the left. That should be playable out there. And it is caught by Cashman out and left. So Picard retired on one pitch. And Maddie Vitello up to the plate. 2 outs in the inning, now a runner on first. Vitello's going to look at that pitch inside. One 1-0 pitch coming up to Vitello as Hogan sets. Here's the pitch, high again.
She's got to get away from the riser. It's missing.
That riser is consistently going quite high.
Obviously, that's the point of the riser, is to rise.
She did get Fonz and Dupree on a strikeout with those pitches in the first.
But it would start there,
and then
it would go up to about the letters. It's going up to the face mask right now.
It's going a little too high. Vitello looked at that strike. It's 2-1 now. Off speed, in there for a strike as well. What a pitch.
Changeup. Tell you, this is the best changeup. One of the best changeups I've seen in quite some time. Count even at 2 to Vitello. Got to put the ball in play here.
2-2. And looks at strike 3. Beautiful movement again from Hogan. Case records a hit in the inning. Leaves a runner on. As we head to the top of the third here at UMASS Amherst, 0-0. Thank you for joining us here at Swansea Community Network. Tyler Clark along with Brady Kudo for the second encore performance in Brady's Swansea Community Network career. Well, Brady, this game's going, well, I can't say I am surprised the fact that it's 0-0 going into the third with these two pitchers.
I think on the car ride up, I think, we had talked about how low-key the scoring was going to be. Nobody able to ignite the hand clap yet. But is it coming? Yes. Smith getting that base hit. Ella beating that out. It's the early things, early momentum grabbers that you need that aren't being cashed in yet, but will they be cashed in? Both teams Remember, Tyngsborough had to come from behind to beat Pittsfield.
Case came from behind to beat Hampshire Regional.
To beat Hampshire Regional. It is possible. 2 second-half teams.
Someone has to score eventually in this game. Just a matter of who
and when.
And when.
Perret.
7-8-9 for Alvarez as
Yep.
she sent down the top of the lineup in order. 4 strikeouts already.
But the fact that it's almost expected. It's what we're used to.
At this point in the season, absolutely.
Is quite impressive. Perret will hack and miss.
Already off balance on the first
Yep.
pitch.
That's the problem. You say, oh, she's going to go change up. She's going to go riser. No, she pumps gas at the knees. Hogan showing the same as well. That one skips between the wickets of Fonts. Count even at 1. One and 2.
I've never been this up close to how much movement she really has on
Yeah.
these pitches as I'm seeing now. Just masterful, really.
4 strikeouts already. 1-2 is caught on and missed.
Make it 5.
Coming to the plate for the Tigers, the catcher number 20, Julia Simmons.
So Simmons,
Catcher for Tyngsborough.
she's had a solid year for the Tigers. Alvarez's first offering is swung on in and missed by Simmons. A lot of swing and misses early. But it shows Tyngsborough wants to get aggressive because they have to be aggressive.
Certainly.
Popped him up. Dupree says me, and the second out is recorded.
At the plate for the Tigers, the shortstop number 6, Katie O'Keefe.
Well, Katie O'Keefe will look to start the magic from the bottom. It's where the Cardinals showed a lot of success in their final 4 game. Tyngsborough was quite the opposite. Hogan had an RBI double. Really the top of the order got the job done for the Tigers in their semifinal game, and there's about the 20th swing and miss.
For Case, it was the bottom of the order. Alvarez 2 for 2 with the go-ahead RBI single in the 5th inning. Just dealing here.
That's interesting. It was a drop-off, but it started low to begin with.
Started low and went lower.
It went lower.
Lower.
What do you come back with here?
Off speed.
0-2 to O'Keefe. Just missed. Went same pitch, same spot.
A little low, though.
Yep.
I think O'Keefe was expecting that, too.
And she looked calm. As, you know, everything considering, both teams have looked calm considering who's in the circle. The 1-2. Lifted. Dupree has out number 3. Efficiency. It's what Shannon Silva preaches, and it's exactly what she's getting. We're through 2.5. Tyngsborough has gone down in order 3 times.
This game's been going for 25 minutes. We're already in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Lots of strikes, lots of early contact. Wind picks up a little bit, but it's not nearly as much of a nemesis as it has been for us in the past here.
Got to give a massive shout out to the University of Massachusetts at Amherst. In particular, Allison Lashua and her crew, along with Mike Isabel, and everyone at the MIAA for putting on what continues to be a phenomenal event.
We spent the last part of the last 2 days not even sure if we could film.
Right.
Last 3 days. We finally got the green light to do it yesterday, and I'm glad that we did. It's a beautiful day. This is by far the best softball field I've ever seen. As Alvarez in her typical lefty stance up there.
Yep, there's the running start. I said it when she hit that RBI single. I said, what can't this freshman do? And I think, early this season, count even at 1.
Already got that step for that running start.
She can't hit. Well, she can.
Well, she can.
She can't steal bases. Nope, she can do that. She can't make adjustments, in-game adjustments. Well, she can. She can't hit 100 strikeouts in one season. Really? Because she hit it in 12 games. She's not clutch. Well, Wednesday proved that as well.
And a great eye here as well.
And a great eye. So, really, what can't this freshman do? Three-1. Yeah. Yep. Alvarez knew it. Count juiced. Crowd is juiced. A good amount of support on both sides. About a 2-hour, 10-minute drive from Swansea. Hour and a half from Tyngsborough. Payoff pitch from Hogan. Line and foul down that left field line. Shannon Silva did her best hopscotch over there.
That wasn't hit terribly. There's been far harder balls hit in the direction of Shannon Silva this year.
Sure. Most of them by Brianna Fonts.
Yeah, she's probably got the majority of them.
7th pitch of the bat for Alvarez. 3-2 is a ball high and outside. Hogan can't. Not happy with herself. But it turns over to Meg Smith.
Popped that single in that first, second hole to get it started.
Alvarez able to work a walk.
Watch her speed as well.
Smith squares, pulls back, and Alvarez swiftly back to first.
Now Smith can drop a bunt down and still beat it out. The third baseman playing very far in. That's Carly Smith.
Yep, that's
Gets
why.
it.
Got the out. That's the second time that's happened. Nice play by Smith on both ends, though. Carly Smith winning the game in her own aspect with her defense so far.
She had to range for that one.
Yeah.
So Case, good idea, but could not get it down.
Nico takes this one low. Alvarez on first, 1 gone in the inning.
Smack.
Lorabello in a center. Right down Main Street. And Rabello able to hit the gas.
You got the right 2 batters up to the plate now if you want the lead.
Number 14, Leanna Fonts.
They've all had one look at Hogan through the lineup so far.
Fonts went down on strikes her first time.
Oh,
Cut on and missed.
she was ready to hit that one off the scoreboard.
It's the nervous energy, I think.
Oh, yeah.
4 home runs in the tournament already. Had 3 against Northbridge.
Good eye there.
High and outside. Fonts has been in this spot before. This is nothing new to her. This is nothing new to Preston and Picard and Smith. It's nothing new to them.
Hogan doing a fantastic job.
I will say that.
Dealing with Fonts here especially.
1-2 to Fonts. Alvarez on second. Rabello on first. 1 gone in the inning.
And it's like some miscommunication there from pitcher to catcher. So
I go back to the gas.
I say gas too. Why not? Bring it high.
1-2 to Fonts. Inside, couldn't clip the corner. Now you go change up. Same spot though. Two. Foul. Way to stay alive. Pitch number 6 of the at-bat. Her chance of, no one better in this spot, and that's why! Base hit into right center. Alvarez turns on the Jets. The throw, there won't be a throw, and it's 1-0 Cardinals. Brianna Fonts embracing the spotlight. And we've got a game.
And they're going to have a courtesy runner.
Sydney Furtado will run, the speedster.
Your typical courtesy runner.
Now, can you keep this going now? This is what we talk about, momentum. This is what you need.
Now batting from second base, number 2, Sky Dupre.
Dupree went down on strikes. Her first at bat, and she looks at strike 1.
Good pitch to get it started there from Hogan. First and second. Can Case keep it going?
Chop foul.
Got Dupree off balance here.
Dugout making some noise, trying to add some cushion to this pillow.
Right idea, just a little too high there from Hogan. She got Dupree on that high pitch last time as well.
Dupree lean back. 2-1. Popped up. Infield fly. The batter is out. I think you'll live with that, though.
Yeah, it's...
You have the hottest hitter in this lineup coming up.
She hit it well her first time.
That she did.
Just hit it right towards Paris there at first. Oh.
Home run hack.
There's a sign out there with a target that says hit it here.
Yeah.
That's...
Does she win anything if she hits it there? Does anybody win anything if they hit it
I don't
there?
know. I got to find out about
that.
Oh.
They're going to give them like free tickets to a game or something. Or Duncan. I don't know.
Everyone likes free Duncan.
Why not? I like anything. If you put free in front of it. Like my grandfather used to say, if it's free, it's for me. He still says it, but.
I knew somebody came to the area recently. They sent me a message that said, why are there so many Dunkin' Donuts in Massachusetts?
Happy Father's Day, of course. 1-2 to Pereira. Ooh, almost clipped her right in the ankle.
Just a bit low.
Count even at 2. Cardinals with 3 hits in the game. Tyngsborough gets to record 1. That skips, and that's going to get by Simmons. And runners move to scoring position. Rebello over to third, Furtado to second.
A full count here for Pereira.
Payoff pitch to the sophomore. From the sophomore. Is lifted into center field. Back and caught.
Oh.
Great play by Demento. Beautifully tracks it. Robs Pereira of extra bases. And Tyngsborough gets out of a pickle.
She just missed that getting over the fence. She hit it hard. Demento, that was not an easy play to head behind her, too. Boy, did Tyngsborough just escape there. They did give up the run, but that could have been far worse with Dupree and Pereira up. Two hits for the Cardinals that inning. No errors, and they leave 2 on. They have that so important opening run of this game. We got our second look at the Tyngsborough lineup coming up. They went down in order the first 3 innings. Demento, Haslam, Hogan will lead it off. The one to be most worried about there would be Kylie Hogan.
I would say Hogan or Demento. Demento's got some pop. Hogan did make solid contact. She flew out to Botello in the first.
Alvarez already looking at 5 strikeouts into the 4th inning.
Yep.
Case finishing their warm-ups. Very fast-moving game, which we expected.
That we did.
We are ready for the top of inning number 4. Center fielder number 5, Carly Demento. Case with a little huddle out there to.
I will say one, and I think the biggest, not the biggest, one of the biggest reasons why this team is so successful, they're constantly lifting each other up.
They are.
Every at bat, it's encouragement. After every play, it's acknowledging you made a great play. But it's meaningful. It's having each other's backs. It's building.
It works. Demento puts that in the air to center, but Smith is right there. Swinging at the first pitch.
Right on cue. I said Demento, who's the most dangerous right now? Is it Hogan? I said, well, yeah, but Demento's got some pop. She showed it there, but like Pereira, couldn't get all of it.
She knows it, too. She just missed that. DH Cindy Haslam up. She was a strikeout victim looking in her first at bat. But as we said before, second time through, orders a whole different game here. You already had one look at the pitcher. See what she can bring.
You know what to expect. You know what she has. You have an idea of her habits. Not a perfect idea, of course, but you have somewhat of an idea. Haslam lets that one go in, but it's easier against some pitchers than others. Like Alvarez, not easy to predict. Ava McLeod from AMSA, not easy to predict.
Alvarez especially. There's
right.
A number of different pitches. 1-1 here to Haslam. And got her high with that one.
That's what you want from your riser. Starts belt level, goes up. That's where Hogan was struggling. Everything was working for Hogan. I'm not discrediting her. But the riser, she started it high. Alvarez able to start it where she wants.
Good contact to right field, but tracked down out there by Botello. 2 away. I think an overlooked part, and we have mentioned this before, but an overlooked part about Case and their success, Brady, is the fielding.
It's the defense.
What an amazing defensive team. They don't make many errors.
No.
They don't make many mistakes, and it shows. Hogan pops it up, mile high down the right field line, and it is caught. It is! Ella Preston holds on to it. But she makes the catch and the inning is over.
I don't think Preston saw that from the moment it hit the bat till about 6 inches before it hit the glove.
Was she out there with Dupree? Was that
Dupree had come over and they kind of both caught it. I mean, you'll give the put out to
Preston's the one that had it in her glove. Well, regardless, You know, Alvarez, freshman pitcher, pitching in the state championship game, 12 up, 12 down.
Casual.
Hogan's pitching extremely well, too, to give her credit. This case didn't even hit. We knew that already. Coming up for Case, 6, 7, and 8, Ella Preston, Lily Picard, Maddie Botello. Preston had a interesting single her first at bat. Squibbed it right down that line.
In this sport, at this stage, you reach base by any means necessary.
Kind of just headed into no man's land.
Whatever you need to do, however you need to do it, you do it.
And that's exactly what she did. She reached first. She did not get beyond first.
No.
Kept the inning going for Case. We are now halfway through the game, hitting the bottom of the 4th inning.
We first pitch was at 12:01-ish.
Ish. Preston in the air to left field. That looks playable. It is out there. And there's one away. Kaylee Cashman did not have to go too far for that. Every time when we're sitting here, anytime we sit to the outfield, Brady, it looks like it's going over the fence.
It's weird.
It's weird, just the way. Lily Picard hit one in the left center field gap her first time up, but it was tracked down out there by Cashman. She looks at ball 1. Hogan's a little confused out there about something. I think she seems ready now. She wastes no time either. That's in over the inside corner for a strike. Picard with that very, very low stance when she goes up there. Does not change the strike zone in case anyone's wondering. An off-speed pitch there from Hogan. She's ahead 1-2.
Picard's got to expect gas here. Hogan may try that riser, though. I'd stay away from that, though.
1-2 to Picard. Got that riser, but it went a little high. Little high and away. 2-2 now on Picard. And foul tipped and held on to behind the plate, and that's a strikeout. Simmons with the squeeze on that.
Yeah, good play by Simmons.
Playing right field, number 88, Madeline Botello.
Botello up. She was a strikeout victim her first time up.
Inside corner, caught looking.
In the 2nd inning. And good contact there to base hit up the middle for Botello. Swinging at the first pitch and solid metal on that one.
You know, Kelly Clarkson once said, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and that's exactly proving her point. Hogan goes same spot that she got called strike 3 on, inside corner. What does Botello do? Takes it the other way, gets a knock, and now Alvarez has a chance to drive her in, advance her, whatever you got to do.
Alvarez swinging at the first pitch. That's going to be popped over the fence and up into the stands, down the stairs behind us.
I mean, there is a very small window in which we could catch. I mean, I don't want to have to worry about it, but
if it has to be straight up and down, there's a very, I mean, we're talking maybe 2 feet of diameter here. Alvarez swinging at that, but it's back to the mound, and the throw on to first, and that will end the inning. Right idea for Alvarez, but hit it right to Hogan as we head already into the 5th inning. 1 hit and no runs with nobody left, 1 left on. Case has gotten someone on base every inning so far. Interesting cover of this sign they have playing right now.
Tyngsborough, they've gone down in order all 4 innings.
That would be called a perfect game so far.
Yeah, but
from Alvarez, but things can change.
I didn't want to bring it up.
You're welcome.
But yes.
Well, you're allowed to say it when it's early on, not as we get further down here.
Yeah, I suppose.
4-5-6 for Tyngsborough. The fastest game that I've ever broadcast.
I would say between Wednesday and today.
Well,
Wednesday was quick.
We're not gonna get into this too much here
no.
on Swansea Community Network, but there was a stoppage play for 20 minutes for a call
an odd reason
for a call that ended up being upheld out there on the field.
Yep.
But there's a reason this Tyngsborough team is the number 2 team in the state. They can at any point as well, spring to life.
Leading off the top of the fifth for the Tyngsborough Tigers, playing third base, number 20.
No strikeouts last inning for Alvarez. Our first inning without any. 2 flyouts and a pop out.
There is one stat right now that is exactly the way Alvarez wants it. It's the runs column.
The runs is what matters.
And it currently says 0. I don't think she cares about how many strikeouts or walks or ground outs or whatever she has. The runs column says 0, and that's all that matters.
Certainly.
And you could even make the same argument for Hogan. Yeah, it says 1. Albeit yours says 0. 1 swing and this thing's tied.
Correct. All it takes is
0-1 to Smith.
one good pitch to swing at anyone in either lineup to put one over the fence.
Count even at 1 to Smith. She's shown a good bat all year. Solid defense at third today as well, and a home run hack comes up empty.
Moving outside there from Alvarez.
Alvarez up 1-2. Just missed the outside corner.
Good take there from Smith.
Absolutely.
That did trail outside a bit.
Count now even at 2. Smith looking to protect, but it doesn't matter. That's her 6th.
Now batting, playing second base, number 4, Maddie
Michael, strikeout victim her first time up. One of the tri-captains, it's Carly Demento, Kaylin McAndrew not getting the start today. She's coming off an ACL injury last year. And Maddie Michael, who in 2 at-bats has swung and missed at the first strike twice.
It looks good coming off the pitch.
But it's interesting because, Alvarez, her velocity as Picard puts that away for route number 2. Is her velocity the strongest part of her game? No. And it's recognized by her and her coaches. And obviously, it's something she's to work on, and she's going to work on, and she's going to get better at it. But softball's all the sport. It's not like baseball where you need velocity.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like, very few guys can go into the majors or can go to Division I, throw a max of 89 miles an hour and have success down the left field line and out of play.
Good contact there, but pushed far foul.
And softball's not like that. You can live low 60s. The best pitchers, they throw high 60s. You can live low 60s and be just fine. You can even live high 50s to an extent and be fine. That's where Alvarez is right now. That's why she's had so much success. It's the movement. There's a knock just over the glove of Picard. And Katie Cashman trying to light a fire in the Tyngsborough dugout.
That's what you need is Tyngsborough. She didn't hit it hard. She just popped it just over Picard's head.
First hit of the afternoon for the Tigers. Perry swings and misses. Cashman a base threat.
Got some speed out there. Perry was a strikeout victim her first time up.
0-1.
That's
At
a little,
the knees, yeah.
little low.
Count even at 1. Alvarez cautious of Cashman. 1-1 to Perret. Missed in the same spot. One swing. And there's a new leader.
Very rare to see Alvarez behind here, 2-1.
But at the same time, she doesn't panic.
Nope.
And that's what makes her fantastic. 2-1. Riser.
Rises,
Foul tipped into the mitt.
Rises one out of the zone and gets a swing and miss on it.
Count even at 2. 2 gone in the inning. Tyngsborough with a base threat. Missed high at the letters. So full count for Alvarez. 1-0 Cardinals lead. Top of inning number 5 from the zoo for everything that is good. Payoff pitch.
Got her.
Swung on and missed. Lila Alvarez not wavering anything.
Tigers get their first hit of the game at the first
That
base
they
runner.
do.
Now top of the case lineup coming up.
Smith, Rebello, Vance. A chance to add to this advantage. Can they crack Hogan though? Can they crack her open louder and bigger than they already have? Because Hogan is a lot like Alvarez, where she doesn't panic.
No.
She's been in this spot in this tournament. She's been in this spot many times this season. She doesn't panic.
Look at the last inning. Case had runners on second and third. Sorry, second and third. No, I'm wrong again. First and second with only one out. Got a very dangerous Sky Dupree out. They managed to get the runners on a wild pitch to second and third, and then got Pereira on that long fly ball to end it.
Popped up near us.
And
a little miscommunication.
Smith and Simmons thought each other was going to catch it, or they
Yeah.
may have possibly thought that Hogan was going to come over.
Well, it's
and
one
catch
of those. I mean, that's a tough spot.
No,
It's
that-
right near the, right outside of the coach's box. It's not the easiest spot to.
That would not have been an easy play, even if they caught it.
Correct. 0-1. Down the left field line and out of play. Past the Tyngsborough dugout.
Oh, 2 on Smith.
Infield in. Missed outside. I think they're expecting the bunt threat from the speedy Smith.
2 strikes on her now, though, so
Right.
that's a huge
That
risk.
wouldn't happen, but it certainly can. 0-2. Popped up. This is no man's land. But coming on and grabbing it is Demento. Nice play by the center fielder. For out number 1, Nicole Rebello. She had a knock back in the third.
Hit it hard,
She did.
which was key because that put Alvarez into scoring position. It was brought home by Fonts.
Rebello on the ground. O'Keefe up, fire, 2 gone.
Keefe made that look easy out
She
there.
did. Way to come down on it. Up and fire. Fonts. She's due.
RBI single.
She's due for the big one.
Fonts wants to hit it at that sign that we talked about before, but certainly not on that pitch.
Yeah, skipped about 2 feet in front of Fonts. She is due for the big one. 1-0 to Fonts. Right down Broadway.
She knew it too. Looking away, was not looking for that particular pitch.
Cardinals looking to defy gravity and win 2 out of the last 3. Popped back and out of play.
Good cut. Just missed it.
Yep. 1-2. The count to the junior. Big spot here, though, for Hogan. 1-2. Right down the left field line. That's a fair ball. That'll roll all the way to the wall. Fonts will hustle her way in a second, and Brianna Fonts screaming, yelling, crying, throwing up for the Cardinals, putting them in a big spot.
And they're going to have another pinch runner.
Yep, it's Furtado. Fonts now 2 for 3. That was hit on a rope, and as great as Smith is defensively, there's nothing she could have done about that.
Was not. That was scorched.
In steps Dupree. It's getting loud in here, but we're leaving our clothes on. Sorry, Nelly.
Speaking of clothes, Brady couldn't do this game in a full suit coat. You can't see it on. He's got the tie. He's got,
Popped him up. O'Keefe will end the inning, but Fonts absolutely laced that.
Hayes continues their streak. They're going to get at least one runner on every game.
Celebrations, interviews for the media will all be held behind the dugouts after the game. And we do have a second game today, the Division I state championship featuring King Philip versus Taunton. So
On to the 6th we go at UMASS Amherst.
Following this game, not to be broadcast here, of course, Taunton and King Philip. Taunton, what have they won, 2 in a row? Division I? Something like that.
I think 2, and one of the years they weren't even the highest seed.
Yeah.
But there's something about Massachusetts, softball in southeastern Massachusetts that brings out the best. Seekonk baseball, back-to-back state champions.
Yes. Big congrats to
Taunton won
Seekonk
last year in softball and baseball for Division II. Dighton Rehoboth Falcons, D3 champions. Here we go now with Case with their 3rd straight trip here.
And if you want to stretch it, Walpole. If you want to stretch it. Walpole picking up their first title in program history.
1-0 victory yesterday for Walpole. Only run came on a pass ball.
Which is, that's incredible.
That's just how you get your one run across.
By any means necessary. We've said that a couple times.
So, speaking of any means necessary, Alvarez needs to get through these 2 innings by any means necessary. She faces 8, 9, and 1 for this Tiger lineup, starting with catcher Julia Simmons. Popped out a mile high to Dupree her first time up. Another pop up here. Meg Smith calling off and is going to be there for the catch. 1 away.
the shortstop, number 6.
Alvarez will take that. Katie O'Keefe, shortstop, number 9 hitter for the Tigers. Also popped out to Dupree her first time up. Looking to bunt, gets it down. Preston there to field, on to first, 2 away. Case ready for it. That goes down as a 3-4 putout. As they're right out 2 away in the 6th.
The idea was there,
but
and it was a good idea.
It was a great idea, but this is how well coached this Case team is. Correct. They were prepared. Carly Demento, one of the best hitters in this lineup. She comes in 0 for 2, strikeout in the first, and hit it well her second time up. Just hit it to Meg Smith out there in center. swinging at that first pitch. If she put that in fair territory, that would have been a 3-pitch inning for Alvarez. We did see that earlier in the year.
That was a 3-pitch inning for Alvarez, or that was a tied ball game.
That's fair. She was ready to hack away, but it's a foul ball. We saw a 3-pitch inning earlier this year for Swansea Community Network. Meg Pereira had a 3-pitch inning when she was pitching against Fairhaven. 2 down. DeMento on the ground to Picard. That's the wrong person to hit it to. On the ground, on to first. And 1, 2, 3 go the Tigers. 3 up, 3 down.
And to think, Lila's pitching a one-hitter right now.
One-hitter.
Lila's pitching a one-hitter.
Cashman just popped that over the head of Picard.
Right over Picard's head.
Right over Picard's head. Due up for the Cardinals, 5, 6, 7. Meg Pereira, Ella Preston, Lily Picard. Case hoping for their last swings of the year here. What I'd like to know is, how did Hampshire Regional score runs? Because
you hit the ball.
They hit the ball. They're the only team in this tournament so far to this point that's actually gotten any runs off of Alvarez. Meg Pereira has home run power.
We almost saw it.
She's 0 for 2, but she has 2 very well-hit balls so far. Line out to first, and a deep fly ball to center with 2 runners on that was caught. And a hack and a miss there to get it started for Pereira in the bottom of inning 6. A game that's barely an hour long. Pereira on line shot to third, and Smith is right there.
Now batting playing first base in the 23, Ella Preston.
Ella Preston, 1 for 2 at a infield single her first time up. Had a towering fly ball to left field to Cashman. Preston also has home run power. Hacks and misses.
She knew it.
A riser on the first pitch there. Major chance from the Case dugout here. Hogan looking to her coach for the pitch. She poises, and same pitch again, but Preston was ready for it. Case, as you said before, Brady, very supportive of each other.
Yes.
So makes a great team that great. Preston, good contact, just a little out in front of it as that lands foul. Apologizing to Coach Shannon Silva for almost taking her out on that. Preston facing a 1-2 pitch here, and high again. Hogan misses. Evens the count at 2-2. Lily Picard waits on deck. Off speed, and she knew it right there. Preston knew it. It was right there. Caught her off guard with the off speed. And that brings up Picard. Picard 0 for 2, fly to left, struck out in the third. Was a little up. Picard and potentially her final at bat in a Case uniform here. That's going to be low in the dirt. Picard ahead 2-0.
2-0 pitch. Low again.
Just missed.
3-0.
Just missed.
I believe that's the first 3-0 count we've seen for
yes.
either team in this game.
Yes. We've had a couple 3-2s, but not a 3-0.
That's going to be low as Picard works a walk.
Second walk given up by Hogan. The first one ended up being a run, of course. Alvarez across the plate.
Vitello, 1 for 2, struck out looking in the second, laced a beautiful single.
She wanted to lace an extra base hit there.
She knew it too.
Yep.
Shannon Silva knew it as well.
Yep.
You're going to swing at that high pitch. You better hit it, and you better hit it far. 0-1. She hit that one down the right field line. Is that going to be playable? It is caught out there in right field.
That's Demento.
By Demento. Great play, and that retires the side for Case. No runs, no hits for the Cardinals. Their first inning where they were held without a hit. No errors, and they leave one on. The Case offense has plated 1 run. Will it be enough? That is the question. They will be taking on the meat of this Tiger order.
2 years ago.
2-3-4 due up.
2 years ago. The Joseph Case Cardinals played Amesbury in this game. They lost 1-0. Can we rewrite a little bit of history?
Alvarez is going to have to pitch the inning
of her life.
Right now. As we face Haslam, Hogan, Smith due up for the Tigers. They managed only 1 hit. Their only base runner was a Kaylee Cashman single with 2 outs in the 5th. Right over the head of Picard.
Top of the 7th. You need 3. That's it.
Pressure's on. But if there was ever a time for the Tigers to turn around and tie the game, it's with this order coming up. Haslam, Hogan, Smith.
We have said it all day. We've said it all season. It takes 1. That can't be truer right now. It is taking 1. 1 swing and we're tied.
Ooh, here we go, Brady.
1 swing and potentially, of course, depending on who reaches, we're looking at a new leader.
This game can turn very fast. All it takes is a single in the gap. Game's tied. A walk. So many things here. Alvarez needs to, as I said, she pitched the inning of her life.
Nothing changes, though.
She's pitched the game of her life so far.
Nothing changes.
But nothing needs to change. Just needs to go out there, continue to do what she's been doing, as the Tyngsborough crowd behind us is really into it, and a hack and a miss.
Haslam quickly down 0-1.
Haslam, like most of the other team, comes in 0 for 2. Strikeout in the first. Fly ball to right to Botello.
Hogan waits on deck. 0-1 from Alvarez. It is right down Main Street. Alvarez is feeling it. 2 strikes on Haslam in this 1-run ball game. Cardinals trying to go back-to-back for the first time since Shannon Silva was Shannon Medeiros. Caught on and missed. That's 1. Hogan is 0 for 2 with a fly out to Botello and a pop out to Preston. That awkward pop out.
That awkward. Trying to swing at the first pitch with it. Hogan can put it over the fence easily here. And she was aiming for it on that pitch.
Fouled back out of play.
Just missed it.
Down the first base side.
A lot of support up in the crowd for
Same thing with these
Hogan.
Cardinals. Hogan's been in this spot before. These seniors have been in this spot before for Tyngsborough. They won a state championship in 2021. They beat DR, who has since moved up to Division III and just won that championship. So it really does go to show you the talent levels across all 5 divisions in this state. 1-1 to Hogan. Fly ball.
high fly.
Left field, Pereira is under it. 2 away. In this season of question marks, in which we didn't know what this Case team would look like after losing Silva, in Orton, in Yost, in Moniz, in Barabee. Who would have thought
1 out away.
we'd be here? What can we say to these 2 teams but thank you for a phenomenal, phenomenal game? Smith, swing and miss.
Smith 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, but with that swing, she could easily hit it over the fence anytime she wanted. Makes contact enough.
Michael stands on deck. 0-1 to Smith.
Got her again.
Change up. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1 pitch left. Smith says her prayer.
Biggest pitch in Alvarez's life coming up right here. Can Case go back to back?
The 0-2 to Smith. This one is twice as nice. The Case Cardinals are back-to-back state champions.
Unbelievable pitching from Isla Alvarez. The state championship, she throws a complete game shutout, gives up 1 hit. Unbelievable.
Lila Alvarez makes herstory. Shannon Silva makes herstory, goes back-to-back as a player and as a coach. All the Cardinals have done all season long is make herstory. What a game. What a way to go out. And Freddie Mercury is going to sing down here at Sorrentino Field. Truly, truly remarkable.
There's nothing else I can say about this team right now. Nothing else I can say about Alvarez. What an absolute gem that Alvarez just threw. And they're going to go out and celebrate.
The trophy presentation and ceremony will begin momentarily.
Could we have both teams line up between first and second base and third and second base for the award ceremony?
That's Randy Alvarez behind me. I'll tell you, congratulations. She played phenomenal. She really did.
You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. I don't think there's a happier guy in the stands right now than Randy Alvarez.
And not so that's overlooked here, Brady, but Kylie Hogan, what a game she pitched as well. To hold this Case line up to 1 run, that's the fewest runs, tied with the fewest runs they've scored all year.
The individual medals to today's participants. What a great show you put on today, girls. Great work. Well done.
The public address announcer just said it best. What a show. And she's right.
Sure, stick around for the second game today, the Division I State Championship, featuring King Phillips, Warriors, and the Taunton Tigers.
Ceremony will begin momentarily with Athletic Director Anthony Palladino, Principal Chris Costa, and MIA officials. We'll pause for a brief moment. Cardinals are your state champs.
At this time, Tournament Director Louis Macedo will present the state championship trophy to the Joseph Case Cardinals. Coaches and captains, please. Again, congratulations to both teams on a terrific season and representing their families, their schools, their communities this well on a special day. Thank you to both teams for giving us a great game out here. Well done, guys. Well done.
One nothing. Sometimes that's all it takes.
One run on a single by Fonts in the third, and that was all that it took.
For the first time in a couple decades, the Cardinals have gone back-to-back. Shannon has now done it as a player and as a coach. How many times can you say that about somebody?
Nothing else you can say about this team.
Exactly.
They conquered their goal.
And the fact that they're going to get better is truly astounding.
Might be here again next year,
You
too.
might, yeah. For one final time, our producer Adam Kitchen, director Helen Sad, Lucy Cabral, the rest of our great crew, and my partner Tyler Clark. What a better way to go out. This is Brady Kudo saying so long and good night from Amherst. Cardinals win 1-0. So long, everybody. Good night.